Hello world, I am Richard, and for today's reading, I will call on to my higher self, the universe, and ask all about this recent Baltimore bridge collapse. So at first naked eye, yes, it seems that a boat would have crashed in the pillar, and then the whole bridge would have collapsed within what seemed to be minutes at all areas, which is kind of peculiar. I've also seen some footage, a video, where two ducks were flying towards the bridge, the collapsed. I think it was collapsed at this point. So the two ducks are flying towards the bridge and then they just vanish. So like lost within the matrix, they never exited and it's still filming, right? I've seen also footage where it seemed with slow motion and close-ups where there were like bombs further out that ignited and then that area totally collapsed. Now, I'm not saying it was an inside job. I'm going to let the universe tell us all about this. So here we go. Higher self, universe. Tell me everything I need to know about this recent bridge collapse in Baltimore. What is the story behind the Baltimore bridge collapse? Tell me everything I need to know, everything I need to see so that I can share with the world. All right, let's see, let's rock, let's roll. All right, so first in line, we got the Four of Wands. We got the Emperor. We got the Nine of Pentacles, so that's all about self-made sovereign. Second row, I got the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil. Next row, the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, Justice. Clarifiers, I got the Eight of Wands, I got the Empress, I got the Ten of Cups. Message from the universe is strength. Under deck is the Three of Wands. First card for my question is the Four of Wands. So, you know, here you're looking at moving into a direction. Wishes are manifested. All the work has been laid out. Now you're waiting for your bloody ship to come in. First card is like a graduation, crossing a portal. So kind of strange. So after the underdeck, the Three of Wands, I get the Tower card, the Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Three of Cups. Okay, so there is a lot of stress here after the Tower moment. All right, so let's look at this. So first glance, guys, I have to admit to you, I'm going to just say what my cards are saying. The bridge did collapse, so that is not anything, because a lot of people are talking about Project Bluebeam right now. So, you know, that is on the surface, on the back channels in the truther community. I'm not seeing that this is what happened. I'm seeing that it really did crash. But the surprising aspect here is I'm not getting that it was crashed by the deep state, right? I would have assumed that it would have been for many reasons, right? We're in the grand finale of this this film, this movie, this theater we've been playing out, you know, with the reserve that's gone under and the new financial system, which I do mention a lot in my readings, but it's because I keep seeing it. I see it all over the place. So we are definitely going back to a precious metal standard. Now, why did this ship crash? Well, it's kind of funny because with the Four of Wands, this, as I said, is a graduation, crossing the 1111 portal. It is a graduation because we got reef right here. So we are crossing over to another segment, dimension, a new chapter. Second in line, I do have the Emperor. So that's bossing up. That would be my white hats, the ones in charge of the white hats, our creator, the universe. Third, I have the Nine of Pentacles. She is self-made, sovereign, independent, connected to the grounding elements, to nature. She is fruitile, abundant, and she doesn't need no man to back her up. She is very independent and self-made. So, why has this bridge collapsed, right? This could be seen as a bridge too, right here, going into a new era. A new era. I need to go on because I'm not getting really the why just yet. I can see it's got to do with the new financial system, sponsored by the good guys, which is really strange. But it might not be that strange, guys? Because the bridge from both exit and entry, from what I understand, is that they were closed off. So it would not be like a regular, I don't know, Friday evening or whenever it did happen, traffic. It wasn't like bumper to bumper. So although they might have had a few cars up there, I think 6, that's kind of strange, right? So it's as if someone knew that this bridge was going to collapse and they did stop entry to go onto the bridge. They knew something was coming. All right. So during the whole collapse, that's my second row, I have the 7 of Wands. So this is competition, fighting from the upper ground. You're at war, but right now, being this guy, you got the upper hand, right? You're on heel. And you got your stick to like poke everyone that's trying to poke you up your skirt, right? You got the higher ground, higher level. You're in control of this war issue. At the center of my spread, I do have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, Pentacles, Queen. So I got a lot of feminine energy related to all forms of abundance here, right? So she is the Queen of Abundance. She is super nurturing. She is bringing in a new era, the golden era. Because we are leaving this old system, right, where we were suppressed, chained, enslaved. Quite interesting. So after the collapse, so that would be like, right after and still today and moving on probably till, I'm saying so after the collapse, give it a good month. So it's probably been a week right now. So here to another 3 weeks. I get that it'll become more public knowledge for, not just the truthers, but people who would just, pay attention to regular MSN or newspapers, people who don't go digging or, perhaps don't believe things that we believe in. So it's going to come to the surface, the Hierophant. So again, in a question like this is the deep cabal, the Khazarian mafia, the ones who have the Cainites, right, from the very beginning of time, suppressing humanity. There's a lot of black magic also around this guy in a question like this. And then under the Queen of Pentacles, I got the counterpart. So I got the King of Pentacles. So, guys, again, it's a new era. It's the silver, gold, platinum, new financial system, right? So because up here, so now I got the Hierophant, which is the Khazarian mafia. On top of it, the counterpart of the king is the Queen of Pentacles. I had, the deep dark cabal. So it's kind of saying the same things in the 2 rows. But here on this last row, it's telling me that within here to the next 3 weeks, it's going to become more public. I'm also getting, because here we got justice. So let me put back the Queen at the center. So the Cainites return to precious metal, the counterpart of the Queen. So that is a union. Divine feminine merges with divine masculine in this new golden era. The rise of the phoenix. Justice is being served. So I got a feeling that totally, with the justice here, I think that even the MSN were not really aware of what was going to happen. I'm not getting any of my MSN cards here, which, well, MSN is totally, absolutely controlled. So that would make sense with the first row that it would have been sponsored by the good white hat military. They closed off the bridge in order to, well, prevent a maximum of loss of life, right? Something had to happen. And the MSN weren't aware of it, so it's gonna be coming out in the near future with them. Clarifying, I do have the Eight of Wands. Very fiery, extreme rapidity. I like to call this like my machine gun rapid fire. So that's a lot of communication. I was just talking about the MSN not being made aware or warned about this, which would explain the lack of material that were filmed, because basically I think I've only seen one angle, and then I saw more angles, but these would have been from, people like you and me filming it as it happened. So machine gun, rapid fire coming in, news information about it. At the center of my clarifying, now I have the Empress. So again, return to a metal standard. At all centers, every row, I get the Emperor on the first, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Empress. So this is all about a return of abundance to humanity. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the Empress has got all best attribute aspects of all of my four queens. She is divine mother creator. Highly fruitile. A restoration. And then humanity is under the bridge of the rainbow. Emotional victory. Family dancing. Like I said in the past reading, over the rainbow, past the rainbow. It's come to an end, guys. This whole fucking movie is wrapping up as we see it. I mentioned in last, spread, so I think one was about the financial. I got, surprise information about regarding Jacob Rothschild falling, that I was going to see the king falling. It all had to do with the financial system. I'm seeing it here again. Nothing is looking... how do I want to say this? This reminds me a lot of like 9/11, but from the opposite direction. Now, I don't know what was on the ship, if there was any like important cargo that's worth to be made aware of. I don't know what was crossing that bridge, if it was anything to stop something, or if it was just a comm to signal, right? We've all heard about, well, many of us, I'm sure, about the Black Swan event. I'm learning with you guys, right? And the message from the universe is, in one card, the Strength card. So this is like beautiful. I mean, it's just as positive, really, as the Sun card, right? But even better, because we are taming the beast by the mouth. So this is giving us strength, power. We're fueled with this new elixir of strength. I love it. So yes, guys, the bridge did collapse. It wasn't an accident. It really did happen. So we're gonna rule out all this Project Bluebeam. It was not done by the dark hats, the K9, K-Knights, or the Khazarian Mafia. Nope. I see it was done by good military. It was planned ahead. Although planned, the MSN did not see it coming, which explains the lack of different coverage we got, different cameras, different angles. But it's to restore something. Again, it's about the new precious metal standard. So maybe it's like kicking it in. We also have our beautiful solar eclipse coming on in about a week now. So yeah, there's a lot to unravel, but it all looks positive, as many of my readings do. It's always for a better outcome. I got no scary cards. The only negatives that I have in this reading is a devil and a hierophant, and although they would be the leader in a question, especially leader in a question like this, they are well aspected, right? It's telling me that it was to get rid of a system that is no longer chaining us, and that we've been fighting with this group from the beginning of time. So they're not coming on top here, right? And they did not create it. It's whatever was created was to stop at this. And it did. So I am loving it. Isn't it fun? Huh? It's like a portal with the sun. Like, look, I'm vanishing. Woo, woo, woo. I love that. Anyways, I wish you all a great day, a great week. And I am Richard. And always, I love you so very much. Take care and talk to you soon. Ow!